We've all been there. We're about to sing that big note. We've prepared, we breathe in, we open our mouth and the note wobbles. Okay, maybe not quite as bad as that, but it does happen. And when it does, it's mortifying. So one simple trick to help you start any phrase perfectly in tune without the wobble. Hi, I'm Scott. You're watching Inside Musicals, the channel for all things musical theatre. As we gain experience as singers, we build muscle memory. We get better at anticipating where the vocal folds need to be to sing the right note. We feel it. But here's the problem. As soon as we sing, the vocal folds have to brace against the breath, a new resistance. Until they stabilise, there's a chance that note will wobble. Technical term. Now, it might only be for a moment. It might be subtle. But it can undermine the clarity and confidence of the voice and make it sound like it's harder work than it is. So here's the tip. And it comes to us courtesy of Barbra Streisand and Carpenter. Now, both extraordinary singers, both well worth studying. They're not the only ones who use this technique, but once you understand what it is, you'll be able to hear it in them and in other singers. So here it is. Start singing the note, before the phrase, before you open your mouth, to get the vocal mechanism up to speed. So instead of, don't tell me not to live, just sit and putter, we add an N. Don't tell me not to live, just sit and putter. Or maybe, just like me, they long to be. And so this way we stabilise the sound with pitch, resonance and breath before we need it. So that first note will always sound fuller, richer, more confident, and importantly, in tune. So here are a few more tips to get the most out of this trick. 1, don't use it on every phrase or the audience will notice. Save it for the phrases that really need that extra support, whether it's because they're low or high or loud. 2, find the least obtrusive sound to preempt the word you're singing. So this could be an M. Bless your beautiful hide. Or an N. That's why the lady is a tramp. Or an NG. I'll never fall in love again. Or even a neutral vowel sound like a or a oo. What do you get when you fall in love? 3. Now, as you might have noticed in those past 2 demos, you don't have to start on the same note that you're singing. If it sounds too obvious on that note, or if it's a bit of a reach on that note, start on an easier, more accessible note, maybe a 5th lower depending on the harmony, and then slide up rapidly to the note that you want. Slightly different effect, but you still benefit from pre-engaging the mechanism. 4, find a musically sensible place to start this preemptive sound. So it could be on the upbeat before the phrase, or the beat before, or a couple of beats before, just so it sounds purposeful, like a meaningful part of the phrase. The sun comes up, I think about you. 5. And this is not so much a tip as an added benefit. For those of you who tend to glottal on vowel sounds, that hard sound that can spasm the voice, this technique kind of circumvents the glottal because we've primed the mechanism before we even get to that vowel. So if you've ever found it hard to nail that first note of a phrase, try this technique. Let me know how it works for you. And if you've never listened to Karen Carpenter, look her up. She's one of the great voices. Whether you love the style of music or not, she could deliver studio quality vocals in live performances in the days before pitch correction while playing drums at the same time. Truly inspirational. But for now, thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this useful. I do love you. Now get out there. Be brilliant.